Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Revelio. Revelio.
A niffler. It wasn't Catherine Haggerty after all. No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm.
Revelio.
That must be the Haggerty family heirloom. How Mr. Haggerty will take this news. His sister wasn't the thief, and his heirloom's coming home.
Revelio. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Descendo. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Glacius. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Depulso. Accio.
The castle must have been quite stately in its time.
Ha ha! Time to teach someone a lesson!
Ah, how delightful.
Conductor!
Another pitiful beast caught in my trap.
Yes. Incendio.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Accio. Expelliarmus.
That's mine.
Glacius.
You're no match for me.
Depulso. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Stupefy. Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
Nobody will believe I defeated an Ashwinder by myself.
Revelio.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
Absolutely shameless.
I have some good news, Mr. Haggerty. I unmasked your thief.
Nothing to unmask, was there? We all know that the thief was my sister, Catherine.
Actually, sir, the thief was a niffler.
What?
You know, small, furry, pilfering. I followed it to its lair.
Catelyn was the only one who knew how to get into our homes, where to find our treasures. But I suppose, mangy little blighter. Well, if you found the niffler's lair, as you say, you must have found my heirloom.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. Catherine's a disappointment for certain, but I never wanted to believe she was behind this. Now, thanks to you, I won't have to. What a strange world we live in. Suppose they can't send a niffler to Azkaban. At least I got my heirloom back.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I think there were doxy eggs as well.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else. It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
Incendio.
As I mentioned earlier, Diffindo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
Professor Sharp, do you have a moment?
Depends on how you intend to use it.
I saw an aura badge on your desk and was wondering if you could tell me more about your time as an aura.
Observant. I suppose I could indulge you for a moment. Spent years tracking down reprobates who dealt in artifacts of dark magic origin.
That seems a bit more dangerous than teaching potions.
Often, yes. Though I've seen some remarkably creative concoctions brewed in my class. I enjoyed a great deal of success as an aura. However, success can make one complacent if one's confidence is not tempered by humility. One overstep in battle changed everything.
May I ask what happened?
Yes, well, I suppose it's a matter of record. My partner and I had tracked a suspect to a harbor in Scarborough, trying to smuggle shrunken heads of all things. I had deduced that he was working alone. I was mistaken, and they knew we were coming. From the moment we stepped onto the ship, well, I barely escaped with my life. My partner wasn't so lucky.
I suppose being an aura is dreadfully dangerous. I'm sorry.
It is at that. But survival is not guaranteed for any of us. Pay attention. And not just within my class. This is what I must impress upon you all. A potion and a poison may be a mere breath apart. until you consume the wrong one.
Well said, Professor.
Defender!
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. cosy than Hogsmeade.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Revelio.
What will I do without her? Hello? Is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious mooncalf, Biscuit, was abducted by poachers up north. All the vicious brutes. I tried to fight back, but I was no match for them.
I'm sorry about your mooncalf, Mr.
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. I'm only one goblin. Not a particularly brave one at that. I have no chance against a pack of bloodthirsty poachers. Oh, my poor Biscuit. I can only hope she's able to escape.
Why do you suppose the poachers took Biscuit?
I have no idea. Mooncalf dung's highly valuable for fertilizing magical plants. But I cannot imagine poachers care much about gardening. Who knows what they'll do to her? She could be flogged, skinned, gutted and stuffed. I assume. Oh, Biscuit.
A mooncalf is an unusual pet. Why did you choose Biscuit?
She followed me one evening, wouldn't leave my side. Never thought I was one for a pet of any kind. But now I can't imagine life without her. Mooncalves are often thought of as silly, simple-minded creatures. But I've seen great depth of character in Biscuit. I wouldn't trade her for a hippogriff or a hippopotamus, or even a goose that lays golden eggs.
I'll keep an eye out for your mooncalf, Garniff.
How kind. If only all of Wizardkind was as gracious to goblins. If you do see her and can bring her safely home to me, I promise to reward you for your efforts. Do keep an eye out for her, and be careful out there. Poachers are an unscrupulous lot.
Revelio.
I should try and rescue Garniff's mooncalf. Sounds as if I'd need to head north to find these poachers.
Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
If it wasn't for my respite at the Three Kingdoms, I should think I'd have left the village all. Awful to have that. One never knows. Revelio. Lumos. Accio.
Revelio. 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 Incendio. Lumos. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Depulso. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Defindo. Descendo. Arresto momentum.
I'll look after you.
Revelio.
You've made Upper Hogsfield safer, and for that, I thank you. Thank you for passing through.
Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Defendo. Descendo. Arresto momentum. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Descendo. Defendo. Arresto momentum. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Depulso. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Expelliarmus!
Careful now. Thank you for your patronage. It's been a pleasure.
Revelio. Descendo. Lumos.
Now, I'm only trying to help. Do cooperate, won't you? Poachers? Garniff was right then. I'd better be careful. Revelio.
Potatoes!
Please.
Hello? I'm also. Confringo! Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Confringo!
Is that all they're teaching in school these days?
Incendio! Depulso. Glacius. Defender.
No one takes one of my own and lives.
Arresto Momentum. Descendo. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Depulso.
I won't go down as easy. Potato!
The clumsy little fool.
Glacius.
Coward! You ever
Depulso.
prayer? Confringo!
Potato.
No, we're wrong. Showing that.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
That one hurt.
Glacius.
Potato! Reducto!
Glacius. Expelliarmus.
Coward! Fight me fairly!
Depulso. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Accio. Incendio. Aloha Mora.
Now then, which one of you is Biscuit? No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm.
Revelio.
I heard something. There's a better knock.
Accio.
I'll check.
Incendio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Reparo. Revelio.
No, you don't.
Levioso.
Now.
Glacius.
Everything's all right now.
Revelio. Revelio.
Do cooperate, won't you? There. I'm not going to hurt you.
Revelio.
No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm.
Revelio. Glacius.
believe this.
Revelio.
I'll look after you.
Revelio. Glacius.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Revelio. Glacius.
Everything's all right now.
Revelio. Glacius.
All right, Biscuit. Let's get you back to Garniff, shall we?
Revelio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Compulso. Defender. Incendio. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Protego. Depulso. Glacius. Defender. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Defendo. Glacius. Accio.
Don't you fret, Biscuit. I shall sort something out.
Garneth, I've rescued Biscuit.
You have? Oh, is she hurt? Was she frightened? Are you all right?
Biscuit is fine, as am I. I was able to rescue her without much incident.
Oh, mercy. Where poachers are concerned, I tend to expect the worst. I cannot wait to get her home. I so miss seeing her dance in the evenings. Such joy.
I'm glad she's safe now. I'm sure she'll be happy to go home.
Oh, that is a great weight off my mind. Oh, my sweet little Biscuit, my wise, noble moon calf. And here is your reward, of course. Well deserved. As I said before, you have restored my faith in wizard kind. You've restored at least a modicum of my faith in wizard kind. Biscuit and I can't thank you enough.
Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself...
Can I help you?
I believe you can. I'm Sophronia, by the way, and I need help from someone who's at least a 5th year. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time, even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
How interesting. I'm amazed I've never heard of her.
It's a travesty she's not more well known. I often read about great witches in my limited free time. There are many. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here at Hogwarts. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course, 3rd years aren't taught.
And you're a 3rd year, so...
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, her signature outfit may still be there. I would love to see it. Would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
How did Herodiana Byrne become famous by casting Depulso?
She once saved orphans from a wild Graphorn by banishing it over Stonehenge. That's on Salisbury Plain. She once banished a meddlesome dark wizard all the way to Durmstrang while she was in the Alps. That one may have been exaggerated, but lots of the stories about her certainly aren't.
What ended up happening to Herodiana Byrne?
In her later years, she taught at Hogwarts, but only for a short while, just long enough to build a secret hall, it appears. Then one day, she just disappeared. Some say she actually banished herself. No one knows for sure.
If you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles concealing pieces of Herodiana's ensemble.
Very well. I shall let you know if I find anything.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble. Perhaps I'll make myself a copy.
Revelio! Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
I do look forward to going home for the holidays. Mum's pumpkin pasties are the best I've ever had.
My sister will be home for the holidays this year. Hope she's bought me a new boot.
It's tradition in my family.
Galleons and a historian's uniform.
Revelio. Lumos.
It was an accident. You've made your point.
Revelio.
How could you? You are not only lying to me about...
Accio. Levioso. Lumos. Depulso. This must be the entrance to the Hall of Herodiana. Yes, the Hall of Herodiana. Better go inside and find those puzzles. Revelio. Now to see if Herodiana Byrne was as good as Sophronia said she was. Depulso. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Defendo. That chest looks interesting. That wasn't too hard. Wonder what's next. Accio. Depulso. Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Descendo. Revelio. Descendo. Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Defendo. Glacius. Defendo. Depulso. Descendo. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Just one left. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Depulso. I see. The switch reset everything. Good to know. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Accio! Accio! Capulso! Accio! Accio! That's the last of them. Seems I was a match for Herod. And this must be the last piece of Herodiana's ensemble. It is remarkable. No wonder Sophronia wants to see this.
Of course it is.
She's right.
Thank you.
Well, it's their own fault for saving it, and then letting it grow fond of them.
What else were they supposed to do with it? It's a crow.
I'm sure your parents would have done the same thing. Yes. I'm sure they didn't expect it to become tame.
Anyway, I don't see the concern. They have a friendly crow that won't leave them alone.
Sophronia, I solved all the puzzles in the Hall of Herodiana.
Incredible! Then you found Herodiana's outfit. May I see it?
Of course. Behold.
Oh, how grand! You'll look as majestic as Herodiana herself, the greatest Depulso master of all time. You're my second favorite hero!
Revelio.
And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Oh, hello. Good to see you again. We Ravenclaws must stick together.
Oh, hello, Amit. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
I can't do that, Amit. You might need it.
No, really, you can. And I won't. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could.
Revelio.
Oh, good, that did. How am I supposed to find Sirius when my hands are too cold to use a telescope?
Professor Shah's just about as cold and distant as the bloody stars she wants us to chart. Ugh, not how I wanted to spend my evening.
Not sure what you can learn from these astronomy tables that you can't learn from a cup of tea.
Amit thinks he knows everything. Even told me he can speak gobbledygook.
I had heard about these odd stone tables out in the Highlands. Perhaps that's what Professor Shah was talking about.
The constellations are beautiful. Not sure they're
Revelio.
worth dying of a cold for, but they are beautiful.
Lumos.
The perfect night for... Oh, hello again.
Amit, Where did you say that telescope was?
Sitting in the storage room beneath the top deck. Look for the smaller set of stairs on the main observation deck.
Thank you.
Of course. Hurry back once you've found it.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could. A lot of good that did. How am I supposed to find Sirius when my hands are too cold to use a telescope? It's a dog, isn't it?
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new. Incendio. Revelio.
A pristine night for stargazing.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
All right, I suppose I can go with you. I hope it's worth it.
It will be. Trust me, I have read practically everything there is to read about this. It should be brilliant. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go then. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then. Lumos.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure. Revelio.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Depulso.
I'll be quiet.
Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Incendio.
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, I meet.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon. Never do get tired of seeing the astronomy tower at night. What a view.